Today we are making the Goldust lemon bars, and they look delicious. Ooh. And this is a picture of them right on the next page. Oh, it's beautiful. They look really good. The one up top. Oh, so good. So we are going to be making this today. Before we start baking this, I wanted to show you the Kids Do Baking I got this from Hamrick's. They had a sale, so I got it for $4.99 instead of what the price was, $9.98, which is a good sale. So we're going to be making the Goldust lemon bars. It's a cute book. So now we're going to preheat the oven. So we press bake 350. So now we're going to scoop out our flour into a 1 cup measuring cup. Get our flour in there. We need to kind of settle it. And then down. Just kind of put your hand to the very end where that hole is. Just kind of straighten it out. Should be good. And now we move to the bowl and the sifter. And now we take that cup and always put it in the sifter. Make sure. Some pieces may already go. Oh, there's a lot in there. Some pieces that are small may already go in the sifter, but some big chunky pieces need to sift out. So now we got our 1/4 of a cup all-purpose flour. Remember, it's all-purpose flour, not just regular flour. So we kind of even it down on a piece of paper. Make sure it gets in all the sides. And just kind of take it from the end where the hole is and scoop it down. And then we move on to the bowl, and we need to sift this also. So take your sifter, put it on the pan, pour this in, make sure all of the flour comes out. There. And we sift it. So now we have our bowl right here with all the sifted soft flour. We would take our butter that we heated up, make sure it's nice and good. It also says if you don't want to, it would take longer time, but if you didn't have something that you couldn't cook it, you would just let it stand in room temperature for about an hour probably, just to get it softened. So now we get our melted butter in, not too melted, but pretty soft and mushy. We have I'm just using a 1 tablespoon. If you have a 3 tablespoon, go ahead and use it. But I'm just using a 1 tablespoon, and we're going to pour it in 3 times. So now that we get our 3 tablespoons of sugar in the bowl with the melted butter, we take a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I have pink Himalayan salt, which is pretty unique, and it's better for you than regular salt, but you can use regular salt. And now we get our 4 ingredients in our bowl. We're going to the electric mixer. Now we're going to put it on number 1 right there. You don't want to make it too high because all the stuff will fly everywhere in your face. You don't want that. So just put it on 1, and you slowly go around the bowl, not too fast, not too slow. Then everything will slowly mix up. Now before we put the lower layer of the Goldust lemon bars in the pan, we need to grease our pan so that the little lemon bars won't stick to the pan. So you can use either Pam or just butter. I chose butter because it's more healthier for you. But if you don't have butter and you choose to use Pam, that is totally fine. Our pan is greased. We just pour our mixture that we made for the bottom layer, and I will smooth this around with my hands once I get it all in there. Just kind of help it get out. Oh, you can smell that good butter. Oh, that smells good. And this is also my grandmother's bowl that I'm using right now. She kindly gave it to us. And now you just kind of place it out in all of the corners. Press it down kind of, make sure it's in there. our mixture right there, the bottom mixture. We need to cook it and then put the other layer on top and cook it again. So we're going to cook this for 20 minutes in the oven. Make sure that an adult helps you, either into Kids Life fans and you. That's it. So now we can have our pan in the oven. We press timer 20 minutes and then we also press timer again. And now it's it. So now we can start making the top layer of our golden. So now that the pan is in the oven, we take our 1 cup sugar and make sure it's full, and then we do the same thing. Kind of let it pour it into our bowl. Sugar. Then we take our lemons, move that aside. Take this and always be careful. Do this always with a parent. Make sure your parents help you with this. Be very careful. Make sure you hold it very tight and your fingers are nowhere close to the knife. There we go. We take our lemon, and this is for the lemon juice, for our lemon, to make it lemony. The Goldust lemon bars. So the juice will kind of slide and all the seeds won't go in to the bottom because they're too big to fit in the holes. So we pour our lemon juice. That's a lot of lemon juice to the very top of our thing. Our little measuring scooper. Take our bowl and we pour it down. And that is our lemon juice. So now we have our eggs, and you don't need to have 1 egg, we need to have 3 eggs precisely. And we use 1 and get our eggs in here. And I just took a small whisk. You can take a spoon, whatever you want to mix it up, and you just kind of make sure that you're not doing it too fast. You're not making all the eggs go everywhere. So now we have our eggs, and carefully pour them into your mixing bowl. It's good. So it's called a grater, and we're using a grater to grate this lemon zest. The 1 teaspoon in here of lemon zest. Now that we have our, 1 tablespoon. It was covered up by flour. We always make sure to put it in the sifter. Now that we have our 3 tablespoons in here, we start sifting. Now we have some Clabber Girl baking powder. You can use whatever baking powder you have. And you kind of take it up and you can straighten it up by doing that. And we put it. It's already kind of sifted. But if yours is not sifted, you probably need to sift it. So, and all we need to do is whisk it. So let's start mixing. Now we have our top layer and our bottom layer cooked. No, not the top layer. We just pour it in all over. Have our top layer on. We just put it there and then 20 minutes timer. Okay, waited 30 minutes. We can take it out of the oven. It's pretty hot, so always make sure you're careful with this stuff. We'll set it down here. Closing it up. Have our Goldust lemon bar set on the cooling pan that lets air go through it and lets it cool off. We're going to let this sit for several minutes until it gets nice where we can cut it. And I thought we would top it with like the white chocolate chip things. And I thought that would just be fun to put on there. Now that it's cooled off for several minutes, we can cut it in little bitty squares. We have our adorable little Goldust lemon bars, perfect with little raspberries, fresh from our garden. We also have some spearmint here. It smells lots of mint. It smells like a peppermint. And I just thought I would give it a little twang. Then we get a glass of milk here. So finally, what all we've been waiting for, the taste test. Let's take out the spearmint leaf. That's good. That's good. I love the crumble at the bottom. Makes it crunchy and crumbly. So I'm gonna let my parents try these 4, and probably each get 2 if they want one. But they taste really good, and I hope for subscribers and views. So I hope you liked the video. Watch more. Bye.